Hey guys, Kamikaze here with another Smite video. This time it's gonna be a little disappointing, honestly. It's gonna be mostly talking about the Daji adventure, and after playing it for most of yesterday, I'm just really disappointed. I'll just give you context. I played up to 9,000 points, so I got one box just for grinding out. I got a hot day booster, and then I decided to put 100 gems in, got a hot day booster. So that's really good. You reward players for 3 hours just to get a day booster rather than, I don't know, maybe a skin or something like actual rewarding. I don't know why you just didn't make like the Fox chest, like have only like tier 2s or something. But that's whatever. That's just me nitpicking at shit. Another nitpick is the theme around this adventure. I think it's supposed to be set on a Japanese map, but you're fighting Chinese monsters. But, because, like, it's anime theme, right? Because we have Daji and Ratatasker and stuff, but, like, the layout is very Chinese and Japanese at the same time. So it kind of, like, you're confused on what the actual theme is. I think a more easier theme, if they wanted to keep with anime, was to be, Ragnarok Force X is corrupted or something like that. And you and a group of your team, maybe like you can only choose the other mech skins or only anime skins, and you have to fight as the final boss corrupted Ragnarok X, and then Kaiju Sobek and Kazembo as his little mini henchmen. Because here, again, it's a lot of the monsters are based off of the Joust 3v3, which is a Chinese theme map, so it's very confusing what the overall plot of this is. Again, is it Japanese or is it Chinese or is it a combination of both? You be the judge, because I don't know. If they wanted to do something more in line with real life stuff, instead of doing an anime theme as the first adventure, they could have done Chinese New Year, because younger games like Fortnite and Battlerite are doing Chinese New Year event, and Smite hasn't since its 5 seasons. They could have done something similar to Fafnir's Wonderland and call it Erlang Shen's Palace. That would have been really dope to have like Year of the Dog Erlang Shen when you buy the adventure. And then as like the reward for whatever, completing on the hardest difficulty, you get like Year of the Dog Anubis or Fenrir. The first bugs that we see here are the trapper bugs. They decide to randomly freeze after they pull you. Not sure why. They just do. Like, I don't... here too is the summoner. She gets bugged. She doesn't summon stuff. That's her one job. I don't know. People played this on the PTS. HiRez, their adventure team, played this. They were supposed to playtest this, and they didn't. It's very weird. Cucullin, he also freezes. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why this product came out to us like this. I don't know. This is the first adventure. You should give more attention to it. There should be more playtest and more thought put into this. This is the only game-breaking bug that I've seen so far. And that's already too much. The summoner, she just spawns randomly outside the map. And you can't touch her outside of throwing abilities at her. You see Soul's auto attacks are not reaching her. Imagine you're playing a fun, adventure run with your friends. All 3 of you are playing like Cucullin, Bologna, and, I don't know, Tyr. You guys have to F6 and cancel this run because you guys can't reach the summoner. It's a little stupid. And it just shows clear cut that like the adventure team was not working as hard as they did before on this adventure. And that's the scary thing. The lack of actual like attention to this adventure. Here's a bug, just someone, put a wall there to show the minions spawning rather than like trying to cover it up a little bit better. You see as the round rotates, the fog comes in to like try to like conceal it, but come on. You're better than this, HiRez. They could have, instead of releasing, the Daji adventure, in the previous patch notes show, they could have shown off a teaser, like the video, right? And then saying the next patch is going to be the first adventure and it's going to be Daji's adventure. There's no reason for them to pump out this poorly made product because we already have an event going on, right? The post-Odyssey Ragnarok Hades event is still going on. So there's no big reason to have this adventure be pushed out so quick, especially seeing, you know, how many bugs and issues. For example, right there was the Denton bug. Like, his shop just randomly doesn't spawn. But in this clip right here, it does. So it's just very awkward having, like, little tiny issues like that. But again, they could have put 2 more weeks into fixing this adventure. 2 more weeks on the PTS so players could, you know, constantly give their feedback and criticism of it. 2 more weeks to touch up on the skins a little bit, because Jesus Christ, the Maid Amaterasu skin is something else. But that's, you know, that's a different video for a different time. A bug here is, you see me playing Arachne. I set up my spider traps, and then randomly my spiders despawn or fall through the map or something, and then spawn right in front of me. Really not sure how or why, but, you know, right there just shows like how the map is a little bugged out. Like, it doesn't work 100%. But again, like, the art is really nice. Like, this isn't the worst adventure we had. Like, it's very comparable to the arena adventure, in my opinion, the corrupted arena, because there's very little, like, detail to this. Another bug here, Nuwa, the mini bosses are coded as gods because you can get rage stacks off them, but Nuwa ult doesn't apply to them, so that's a little weird. This one is a little Discordia bug where the Cucullin AI is focused on me. He kills me and then turns his focus to Neith because she's the closest god next to him, right? But as I spawn, clear cut, just focuses right back to me. That's less a Discordia bug and more an AI bug. Sorry about that, but not sure why. I'll replay the video, like, I'll replay the clip just so you can see, like, when he changes focus on me. So it's just really, I don't get it. I'm not sure why that is there, but, you know, it's there. And that's a concerning, like, that's the overall concerning theme with this adventure, is the lack of detail for that, and honestly for all of Season 5. As of recording, on February 15th, they decided to hotfix something in the game, and they decided, with that hotfix, they deleted wards. You know, if you compare another MOBA, right, in its 5th year, League of Legends, I don't think they were, I'm 100% confident there was not a bug that they deleted some core mechanic in the game due to some hotfix. This is the product that HiRez is trying to give us in its 5th season. You know, I could complain that the product is a bunch of limited and exclusive skins, or I could complain that a couple of voice packs are still broken in its 5th season, but, you know, that's different. That's a different discussion. This adventure and Season 5 as a whole has been really disappointing. Season 5, they decided to kind of change Conquest from the ground up with the XP spooling and how jungling works. And they did for a little bit, like pre-season, like pre-5 or something, but after that, when you one-shot the wave, it still feels very samey. The adventure feels very dull. There's no real feel of, like, fun. After just grinding it, it's just a base defense game. And of course, like, that's what it is at its core, but there's no fun with it. You can't really enjoy it because come, like, round 3, as you see here, like, the Cucullin monsters kind of just are, like, the highest ramp of difficulty out of the mini bosses. And it gets kind of ridiculous when 2 or 3 of them spawn at once and just, like, kind of, like, Zerg rush your shit. So it's, like, really, I don't know, super awkward. Like, there's no clear, like, again, there's just no clear vision of this adventure. And that's a weird thing when you had so many months to work on something like this and there's no clear idea. But how do you guys feel about the adventure? I know I'm harping on it a lot, but I really do care about Smite. Like, Smite is one of my favorite games, and I want this game to succeed. But I don't think it can when we have half-assed products like this coming. But let me know in the comments. Let me know how you guys feel about everything. And I'm going to leave you with one of the sillier little bugs when you actually win, but then Daji just, has that tsundere kind of nonsense and just, turns to defeat and gets mad at you. But thank you again, guys. Take care.